So you know how we were talking. So have I ever told you guys about my McDonald's, Mister order? You know, like the secret order attempt.
No. I don't
Okay.
think so.
So because I wasn't sure, maybe I told Mike this one, so it might be a little vague to him. But
Even
so
if you told me, that doesn't mean I remember.
I said, Mike,
Like,
you're not Mike.
No,
You're not.
I know. But that's what I. No, I was saying that because
Where
you
am
were
I?
asking if you've told me, and I said like you didn't know if you told the story. Even if you had told the story, I probably don't remember it.
Yeah. So, anyways, so California, probably like 15 years ago. So, I'm a high school student. I'm hanging out with one of my my cousin who lives in California. Like my aunt, she owns a berry farm.
Very.
Yeah. So my cousin, he's the same age as me. Actually, I think he's just like a couple months older than me, or maybe almost a year older than me. But anyways, me and him are trouble adolescents when we're hanging out. I miss that guy. But anyways,
I miss that guy.
so me and my dad go down to California because sometimes in the summer I would go down there and work at the farm and go to farmers markets and be like, you know, the salesman and advertise, you know, sell the goods, and then I get paid. But anyways, my dad, my cousin, and me, we're on our way back after, you know, one of the farmers markets, and we stop off at a McDonald's, and McDonald's had that like 2 for $5 like deal. But anyways, my cousin's talking to me and my dad, and he's like, yeah, you know, McDonald's has like a secret order, you know, like the mystical, like you gotta say the correct word, snap your fingers and shit type thing. Like, you know, he's explaining it to me. So we're like, no way, there's no such thing. And he's like, yeah, you just, you know, it has to be at certain, like, it has to be at night type thing. Like before, it has to be at
the conditions
yeah,
for a quest.
it has to be at night. Stop, you're distracting me. So it has to be at night, right before the inside closes. So that's the only time you can get it. It's like within the hour before the inside closes. So he's explaining it to us. He's like, yeah, so what they do is they grab, you know, the double quarter pounder and the hold on, like the chicken McSandwich and the Big Mac. They just put a whole bunch of like burger together. And he's like, yeah, it's like a huge burger. It's unimaginable. It's pretty sloppy. And we're like, no, there's no way that's a thing. So you know what he's like, yeah, you know what it's called? It's called the McGangbang. And I was like, no way. So like my dad hears all this stuff and he's like, this is the dumbest thing you two have been talking about this whole time. But me and my cousin were like, no, yeah, that's a thing. I was like, have you ordered it before? And he's like, no, I don't know if I can, you know, this and that. So later that night, so later
I'm holding back a laugh, dude. I'm fucking fighting God right now.
So later on that night, it's the hour before it closes. My dad has to see this. Like he needs to know the answers now. Like, was he living a lie this whole time? Like he wants to know the answer. So you know, we go in. Now bear in mind, I'm gonna put an image. So I'm a pretty I think I was fit during that time. So I'm, you know, broad shoulders. I'm like kind of a little muscular. You know, I didn't let myself go yet. And my cousin is pretty much the same. And my dad, he's short, but he's also like, you know, kind of broad shoulders, sturdy little man. He's just really stubby. But so the other guy, so the cashier, he's like this small little Mexican guy. And he's like, hi, can I take your guys' order? And my dad goes, yeah, can I get a McGangbang? And I kid you not, this man, like that guy, had the most concerned, fearish look on his face. Like he was scared of his life because he has 3 grown-ass men just towering over the counter, fucking asking for this mystery order with this very suspicious and weird title. And the guy goes, we don't have that. And my dad goes, I knew it. Thank you for your time. You dumb shits order whatever you want. And he leaves. And at that moment in time, I couldn't help to be like, I can't believe my dad did that. I can't believe my dad literally said that sentence.
Your dad looked into the depths of the void and came to terms with the remainder of his lifetime and went, I have to know. And he took one for the team.
Yeah, he found out.
I can only aspire to be so brave. He not only fucked around, but he found out.
Yeah, and he had me and my cousin buy him food. Like he's like, I did what all I can do. You guys buy my food now.
Yep, I took the hit. It's on you now.
Yeah, and then we're all just sitting in the car. It was quiet. It was a good quiet moment.
Oh, no.
Like we're just sitting there in the car. We're like munching on our food. Really good. And you have the crunchiness of a McNugget, like.
Oh my goodness.
The crunchy nugget. And then my dad goes, I told you guys that thing wasn't real.
I can't. Shit my pants. Shit myself.
But yeah, that is by far one of my
chest hurts.
favorite stories.
Can I have a McGangbang? You watch the cashier's fucking face go pale. Like a ghost.
It's like that like iconic meme picture where instead of like the lady in the couch and the dudes in the back, it's just that small little Mexican cashier, and then just me, my cousin, and my dad on the other side of the couch.
Oh no. Holy shit. It's funny though that you were saying your dad came over. It's like, this is the dumbest fucking shit you guys have been talking about this whole time. We went to our family friend Robin's retirement party yesterday. And me and my little brother are just shooting the shit. We're just talking to each other. That's how we pass the time. And then some of our friends that were sitting near us were like, do you ever run out of things to talk about? Like, do you just ever stop? And you could watch both of our brains like try to cycle through what the correct answer should be. And then they were like, yeah, that's what we thought. And then we just went back. We were just like, oh, okay, they figured it out. Good. Like, do I say yes? That would be a lie though, because you've watched us for an hour straight, not stop talking.
But that's the thing, like, I get it. It's good to have peace and quiet, like, you know, thoughts to yourself, you know, whatever. But like, sometimes it's like when you have like somebody that you know, that they're like you and that person or like that group of people are willing to just keep talking about certain like,
Just
you know,
fucking
just
nonsense.
anything, like
Just
whatever
nonsense.
the first thing comes in your head, you're like, hey,
Like,
you know, if mongooses or no, if gooses are a group of gooses are geeses, how come a group of mongooses aren't mongooses?
I do that all the time at work, and I can see the fear enter people's eyes as they hear the question emanating from my lips, and they're like, what is it this time?
What's the number
is
to
it?
911?
Someone send help. He's back.
Oh man.
Oh goodness. All right, I'm gonna